Good morning. Today we're walking the Torrens River Trail from this bus stop, which is called the Clemzig Interchange, down into central Adelaide. During this walk we'll find out how that bus can drive on this track, cross a river on a swaying bridge, learn how cockatoos snack and get shouted at by an angry man. The walk's about 4 miles, 6.5 kilometres, and it follows the River Torrens, also called Carrawirra Parry, the Red Gum Tree River. As we walk, we'll be looking out for red gums. And here I am in red shoes. Thought it would be fun to explore the world in red shoes. I hope a few of you will come along for the ride. Don't know where we're going yet, but just for today I know. And it's a beautiful day. It's a lovely windy day. It's spring, which is November, and you can see what these trails are like. They're right through the suburbs of Adelaide. So we'll actually go over here and have a look at the river, because it's not really a river in the sense that we would understand it in wetter countries. Some of the earlier settlers, there are funny little quotes that just say things like, it's not a river at all, it's a series of stagnant pools. And if you're thinking of great rivers like the Murray or the European or American, Asian rivers that flow all year round, this Torrens River, Carrawirra Parry, is definitely not one of those. Let's just punch in and have a look at this bird. Hello. Like an ibis, which they call trash pigeons in Sydney. You can hear the lovely bird song. There's just an abundance of bird life in Australia. There aren't many predators here, no natural predators of birds. Of course, domestic cats have gone feral, and there are real problems with cats in some parts of the country. This is a garden escape. That's something else which is a feature of the Australian countryside. Here you've got nasturtiums. They're just all over this riverbank. They've gone wild. The river is 85 kilometres long, it's 50-something miles, and it runs from the Adelaide Hills right out to sea. And it used to just end in swamps where the city of Adelaide is, but they kept having terrible floods. They eventually dug a proper channel out to the sea in the 1930s. It's cute. It's a lovely place where people can come and play and walk. This is a banksia tree. You see the beautiful red bottle brush there. And you can smell, walking along these trails, you can smell eucalyptus all the time. The air is wonderfully fresh. And there are benches. Here's the sun, and you can see that as soon as it comes out, it's very, very bright. When the clouds are protecting us from this sun, and it is still cloudy up there actually, I don't know if you can see, but this is how strong the sun is, even with partial cloud. We can see the suburbs now, they're coming a bit closer, and so much wildlife. Flies on my face, flies everywhere. And really, fewer here than out in the bush. Maybe we'll do that one day. Here's a little walking person. You have to go on the left, don't walk on the right. It's a left-hand driving country. Let's have a look over here at the gully again. It's got deeper from when we walked down to it before, and full of these rushes. And you can see the nasturtiums have just taken over in there. This is pretty. Aboriginal art there on a post beside the trail. And you can really see the correlation between the art and the nature. So I just spotted something else up in this tree, around the back here. It looks like a nesting box. It's got bees in it. The beehive. The wind is apparently bringing rain today, so I better get moving. So this is what they're doing here. Weed removal, that would include all these nasturtiums. Tree planting, habitat restoration. Don't want to get run over by this guy. Hello. This is why you have to walk on the left. A split in the road and I'm not quite sure which side to go. Excuse me. So that guy didn't want to help. The people before were not too sure. Excuse me. Which side is best to go to the city? Should I be on this side or that side of the river? Do you know?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Both sides they go
Okay.
there. So enjoy it.
Here's a funny sign. Slow your wheels. This is not a velodrome. Watch out for pedestrians. Whoa! I was on the wrong side and I nearly got knocked over by that person. I stopped to ask some other people just at that crossroads. The first couple I asked were quite young, and I was saying, which way should I take to go to the city? And they looked very doubtful and said to me, it's very far. It's 5 or 6 kilometres. But yes, it is far. It's a fairly long walk, and I haven't done a walk that long for a long time. But that's a challenge of the day. How will it go? Can I film it, A? And can I walk it, B? Look at this beautiful weeping willow. It's a garden escape, no doubt. Willow loves to spread, and here it's found its habitat beside the stream that is the Torrens River. Beautiful. Not quite as green as you'd expect, probably because it gets so hot here in summer. And that actually looks like a rowan next to it. If I'm wrong, please tell me. Oh, I've got flies on my face. Hello, flies. Imagine yourself here with 1 or 2 flies just stuck to your face or your hands, and these incredible trees over your head, and the sound of the birds and the wind, and the traffic in the distance, but that's about it. Here, we've got the flowers, painted wall. I don't think that was intentional, but it's quite decorative. Even there, you've got the nasturtium colours in the painting. That's another nice way to do this trail. And here's another garden escape, non-native. It's a fig. You can see these figs growing here, not ripe yet. Beautiful. Look at those leaves. So big, I can just get right in under it. Shelter from that rain which is coming. I better get moving. I don't think I've even got halfway for my goal today. And I'm going to get caught in the rain if I don't hurry up. Okay, here's the O-Bahn again. Do you see that bridge in the distance? I'm going to just walk up to it, and if we're lucky, we'll see a bus zooming along, completely separated from the traffic, and just it and us, pedestrians and bikers and joggers, are in this reserve. I hope I see a bus. Oh, there's one coming. Whee! There, you see? Wasn't quite good timing, but at least we saw it. Oh, here's another one. Can you see? It's a regular city bus, but it goes onto these kind of rails, and that is the O-Bahn, which we're going to come back on this afternoon. Hello. Oh, these are African myna birds. So these are kind of the terrors of Australian bird life. This is where I have to go and join the other trail, and we're beside the O-Bahn. So we may not be following the river for very much of this part. I think it meanders, so it probably will come back and join us again. But for now, it's a pretty straight concrete path along the O-Bahn. Well, they did this instead of building a railway. If you're going to South Adelaide or to the west, all that's railways. But up here in the eastern suburb, in 1986, they built this O-Bahn based on a similar system in the German city of Essen. Well, feet are hurting a bit in new shoes. I mean, who goes for a walk in new shoes anyway? It's a new start, so you might as well wear new shoes. Oh, here's another beautiful Australian tree. I hope we can capture this. It's moving so much in the wind. It's so pretty, and it's full of these little red berries at this time of year. And you can, again, go right underneath these beautiful trees. And it's very, very peaceful and beautiful here. Actually, it's quite nice to get off that pavement. That might help the aching feet a little bit. And so silly that feet are aching after just a few kilometres of walking. But I've been sitting on my desk chair for way too much time this winter. And so I thought it would be time to get out and do something else. Gosh, it's beautiful here. Look at this. Let's have a look at this tree. Look at this, the bark of these eucalypts. Got to get round so that you can see it in the light. So they shed their bark in different ways. Some of them shed their bark and this beautiful silver trunk comes out. But look at this one, most gnarly tree, beautiful. Other trees drop their bark, and what comes out underneath is just really smooth grey bark, like up here. Oh, here we go again. Another bus. Okay, got to keep going. Oh, it's getting very windy now. You can feel it picking up. I think there's going to be some kind of storm or rain later. Better get the move on. They're like paintings, the bark of Australian trees. So here's a gum tree that has been healing and leaving a very smooth white bark. There's a bit just falling. And then what comes out underneath is this really, really smooth, almost skin of the tree. And it just peels it all off. If anyone knows why, what's the evolutionary reason, please do tell me about it here below. So when we're walking, we're underneath a sort of arch of beautiful eucalyptus. The ones over by the river and the ones along the path here just join together, and there's a wonderful feeling of being enclosed by the trees as we walk. Coming to a do I go left or do I go right problem again. We have to see which one goes there. Okay, what does this one do? This one goes here, and then it goes across that bridge back to Walkerville. It's going to have to take this one and hope this one gets me to the city. A little bit of a slope here. So generally, there's been very little up and down hill here because we're following a riverbed, and it would be a very easy walk. I would classify it as fairly long depending on your ability, but you can get off at any point because there are lots of places where you can just walk back up into the suburbs. But having said that, I'm not sure I'm in the right place. And it says warning steep banks ahead. So I'm just literally talking rubbish right now. But I don't know why we're going backwards. Oh good, here's a person. I need to ask this person if I'm on the right track, because otherwise I am lost and going in the wrong direction.
Watch out for bikes.
I will, we're on the wrong side.
They get a bit antsy.
They do. Having turned the corner back there, it felt as if I was going back on myself.
No, so this is the way to the city. So you actually got St. Peter's on the left and Walker. We're coming into Gilberton.
Yeah.
On the right, over the swing bridge. Like that's where the old swimming bars were. There used to be swimming bars in the 1900s built into the river.
Wow.
It's quite a historic area. When you get further down, you go up a little hill. That's where a weir is. That was apparently one of the first mills in South Australia. Go past the weir, stay on the path. There's no other bridges until you go down quite dramatically, and you'll get to a low bridge. You're going to cross over that and continue on the other side of the river. You're sort of in North Adelaide Parklands then. Follow that along a little bit and you'll see another bridge, and that will bring you out to next to Tank Park.
So at least we've got some instructions about which way to go. And then there's a sort of footbridge, Gilberton Swing Bridge. Let's have a look. Oh, I hope it doesn't swing too much in this wind. Let's have a go at the swing bridge. I'm scared of dropping my phone. Oh, it's up and down. Oh, it really is swinging. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Oh, there's someone else coming the other direction. It's going to swing even more. It is really fun. It feels quite secure. And now I've got this other person's footsteps swinging at a different pace than mine. Hi. We just squeezed past each other. This is really amazing. What an experience. The Gilberton Swing Bridge. It's cool. It's so much fun. It's just bouncy. And then that obviously goes up into Gilberton, but I'm going to turn around and guess what? I'm going to do it again. It was so much fun. But I've also got to do it again. Let's have a look at it close up. Look at these great big bolts that hold this thing together. And then look at the thickness of that wire that runs along this bridge and holds it up. And it is quite an experience to walk along it. So here we go again. It was really funny doing it with that guy coming as well, because it's like being on a trampoline with two people. You know, when you're just on your own on a trampoline, you just bounce to your own bounce. But then someone else bounces, you have to coordinate your bouncing to their bouncing. I'm going to get down a bit lower and just give you an idea of what it looks like this. And also, let's just have a look at the river from here. We're right out, coming right out over the river. We're over the grassy bit right now. It's wobbling as I stand here, but hopefully the camera stabilization makes it seem much less wobbly. I might do it with the stabilization off to give you sense of how bouncy it is. It's got quite high sides with that incredible tensile steel. I don't want to lean too far over, but the river, as you can see, has grown. It's much, much wider down here. Let's go and see a bit of information about that bridge. So what does it say? Local football matches and cricket were being played in the area and the building of Gilberton swimming bars. Look at that picture of the people swimming in the river in the early 1900s. Okay, I'm going to do another video with the stabilization taken off so you can get an idea of how bouncy this is. I'm just trying to keep myself as upright as possible, and I'm trying to hold the camera as steady as possible. So they created a suspension footbridge to make it a more attractive subdivision, and it was completed in 1920. It was reconstructed in 2017, and what a wonderful bridge it is. That was really good fun. Look at these flowers. People visiting Adelaide, when you do these walks, there's something for everybody. Children can come along on their bikes or their scooters, and then you can stop at the playgrounds and have your lunch. There are benches, and they can go down that incredible slide in the adventure playground we passed. And people who love botany can just come down here, and bird watchers, people who love architecture, just can see all these cool houses. Oh, I'm going to show you this, because this is a characteristic of Adelaide. These brush fences, I haven't seen them anywhere else in the world, so tell me if you know these. But these are all over Adelaide. Look, and it's got the gate through it here as well. And they're just made with tightly bound together sticks with brush on them. And then they have this little roll at the top, and they're very high, 2 spans above my head. So it's got to be 7 foot high. So yeah, it would be a fun walk for anyone just wanting to get out of the house, do something fun for the day. Look at this one. Another little neighbourly sign. Proceed with care. People, bicycles, dogs and ducks. And there's a picnic place up here with actual shelters. Public loo, look at that. And places to have your picnic. Oh, and I think there is one of those barbecue things. So yeah, here's a communal barbecue. You just come here and bring your food, and you just switch this on. There, look. Start button. Press it and start it. You don't have to put any money in. And then you can just sit here under one of these lovely shelters and have your picnic. So I'm going to sit down here and have a smoothie.
Enjoy my Sunday. Watch church from the ship, right?
He's getting really angry with me, this man.
I thought he was angry like that, but I've seen it.
No, I'm not filming you. Okay.
Go away.
No, not with you. I wasn't. He's basically cursing me and told me to go, but he's also moving. That's the other side of anywhere, I guess, that you share the trail. Anywhere you go. Maybe I'll just put the camera away for a while. There's the oval to the left. I'm just going to put it away and walk and get out of this situation now. So I'm out of sight of the man who is telling me to go. I just want to show that by that picnic ground, there's an oval here. It's a beautiful field for playing in. And up at the top here, you can see another little picnic site. But I'm moving on quite quickly. I walked away from him. He was getting his bike out and yelling at me. There aren't that many people around on this section of the walk. We're closer to the city. Maybe it's just that it's lunchtime. Anyway, I just felt that he was definitely upset with me filming him, which I wasn't, just filming near him. I think he's coming here. So here's the Billabong, St. Peter's River bank. We can have a look at that later. I think he's coming on his bicycle, or he's going the other way. That's a relief. Okay, good. So Billabong is a waterhole. Here we've got another thing about the rehabilitation of the natural environment. Care was taken to preserve the unique character of the Billabong for the community to enjoy and protect the rich biodiversity of the site. Do not disturb native plants and animals. You can see it's got the native rushes and trees. There's no invading nasturtium, dandelions or thistles. It's really beautiful because it makes you see and imagine how it would have been before the introduction of all the other plants. Australian colours are all a particular palette, aren't they? They're kind of muted and dusty. And when you have something bright green, when the grass is green at this season, it's so green, as you can see over there. But what it will do, and you can see next to it, is it will go brown, and you'll have the browns and the silvers and greys of the trunks as the season progresses. There's something across the river here. It smells a bit like sewage. Oh, it's a weir. And this was part of the flood mitigation that was put in the early 1900s. to stop it flooding down in Adelaide. It was one of the first things they did to control the river. And then I think that thing across the river is the thing that is part of the cleanup that's catching all the debris. There's 2 kilometers to the city. I haven't stopped to have that smoothie yet because of the angry man. I just don't feel quite comfortable to stop on this path when there are so few people around. I think he went in the other direction, but I don't really want to be sitting there. So I'm just going to keep walking. There's some birds enjoying the water. It's a nice place to sit. Hello, pigeon. And there's a coot down there as well. I've got a fly on my nose. Always got a fly in Australia. And so this is where we've got to now. Below the weir, on the way into the city. Look at that water. Look at that view. So pretty. It's rippling and flowing. Not stagnant, but it's still a bit smelly. And then on this side there you've got the coots floating down the river towards the city. Really a very peaceful, lovely environment. Finally some ducks. Hello, ducks. It's so funny when they do that. Okay, bye ducks. Getting closer to the city and you can see that the architecture has changed. This bridge particularly looks just a bit older than the ones we've passed out in the suburbs. Rather a beautiful bridge. You walk underneath and these arches. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the angry man hasn't followed me. I think he went the other way. Just seen that there's also a water fountain here, which is pretty cool. But anyway, I'm going to sit on this lovely bench and have my smoothie. And today I have got spinach, kale, banana, grapefruit juice and flaxseed meal. Probably doesn't look like everybody's idea of a really nice drink to have on a walk, but I like them. And there we go, all done. It's actually started to rain properly now, so I'm going to have to seek shelter somewhere or just put the camera away for a bit. It's really beautiful, but I can't get the camera really wet, so I'm going to stop for a little bit. Couldn't bear just to stop because it's so beautiful to look at. You've got that smell of the earth when the rain comes, and the birds are loving it. You can see the rain down there on the water. Another bend in the road here, and you can actually see up through the trees there's a first big building there. Anyway, the angry man just went past again on his bike, and luckily I didn't have the camera out. He's gone on this path for now. I'm going on this path. He came past and sort of shook his head at me and made funny noises as he went past, but I really don't want to run into him again. This is a very slippery bridge actually, so I'm going to get off this. This is some sort of metal that's rather slippery after the rain. I'm just going to see how close I can get to those white cockatoos. There they are, just chilling, eating the grass seed. There's a dog coming past them, so they might move. Yeah, that one was more nervous. The others have not moved at the dog going past them. That's so funny. Those two don't care. Look at them with their little crests, eating grass seed. It's like, I don't care if there's a dog. Lunchtime. They're eating with their hands. They're grabbing it with their hand and eating. It's amazing. Just took this path up here, the Torrens River Trail. It's carrying on down below, and that goes through into the centre of the North Adelaide parklands where the oval is, and there's a lake there. We'll have a look at that another day. Today we go up away from the river and into a different part of the parklands. The reason I'm heading for the Botanic Gardens is because I'm going to get that bus back to where the car is parked, and we'll just have a little look at the bus itself as it races onto those tracks through the tunnels and things, which is quite fun to watch. So we come up from the trail and we are heading somewhere this way towards the Botanic Garden. Oh, beware, ducks crossing. A little row of them. And maybe they're all following a mother duck, but they're quite big themselves now. It's so cute when they get to that point where they're not babies anymore, so they all look quite big. But yes, you can see that some of them have got less developed feathers, and they're all following across the road. Just across the road. No traffic coming. Safe to cross. There they go, up into the parkland. Come on, ducky. Don't get left behind. Catch up, there's a car coming. And they're all safely on the other side, and the car slowed right down. They made it. Entering Botanic Park now. Look at this tree. Is it a ficus? Look at it. But we'll have a better look at these on another day. That's just a taster of what we'll see on the Parklands walk. So this is fun. Apparently, straight over here through this park, we'll come to the Botanic Gardens. Look at this tree with a really fat trunk. Looks like it's been drawn by a child. There's an Australian magpie in the tree. They're not actually magpies. They're a different species, but they called them magpies because they're black and white. Goodbye, magpie. Okay, so much for my video. So as we go through here, just enjoy this park. What could be a better way to spend a Sunday? It's been a wonderful day and it's cool. That rain just came for a few minutes and it was also so beautiful. And now we are in this green, unbelievable, extensive parkland. Out in the fresh air, getting a little bit of exercise, and just, it's so beautiful. It has been a very lovely rainy winter here. It was nearly a drought, but then the rains came. Look at these parrots under the tree. They're all just eating the grass seed. Amazing colours they've got. And these birds are just alongside the path where one's walking. There's a whole lot of them. Oh, look at those feathers. So I've reached a little road which was just there, and it's the back of the Botanical Gardens because there's a fence here, and on the other side of the fence, I don't know if you can see, there are obviously exotic and different species of plants. So I got caught out with battery going flat and caught in the rain. I've sheltered here for half an hour. Turns out I got a very slow charger, but I've got 20% battery now. And I'm going to go up and get that bus, which we saw racing along the Oban tracks. Just walking to the bus stop. So yes, where the battery ran out was just as we got to the Botanic Garden. So I just walked across the garden and that was Adelaide. Like, this is the city centre. So the walk was completed just as the battery ran out, which was lucky. We'll look at the Botanic Gardens another day, but I just want to show you, you walk down the Torrens River Trail and here you are in the city. We are on Grenville Street at the Oban bus stops. I've just missed one, but hang out here as it started to rain again. You can see there are these special contraptions by the wheels. Here the bus is going to go into the tunnel and onto the tracks for the first time. The contraption, as I called it, is in fact a guide wheel directly connected to the steering mechanism of the bus. When the bus drives onto the Oban, the guide wheels engage with a raised, narrow curb and take over directional control of the bus. This means that while it's on the track, the bus driver only controls braking and acceleration. So technically they could be waving their arms around in the air while the bus is driving on the Oban. Oh, that's where we were standing when the bus raced past us when we were walking through the reserve. And there's the bus stop where we started the walk. Took us 5 minutes to get back. And you can see the bus driving off now. It's just an ordinary bus on an ordinary road. 3.5 hours going there, but that's because I was stopping and filming things all the time. Here they are, the trees we started off with. My feet hurt a little bit from the new shoes only, but that was my dumb decision to wear new shoes to walk 4 miles. I don't know if anyone's watching this, but if you are, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And that's it. Done the walk, done the challenge. Thanks for coming along. See you next time.